Mike Perlack here to entertain you with the help of Bryan Adams. The time has come. You can stand or you can run, but don't keep it all inside. You must understand that there ain't no second chance. No one gets out of here alive. Only the strong survive. All right, I'm going to get right into it. That song actually is in the movie Problem Child 2, starring John Ritter. I was listening to Into the Fire, Bryan Adams at work today. All right, but getting on with it. I wanted to make a video talking about some stuff. I'll just get right into it. Diplomatic solution. That's code for continued conflict in the Middle East, so that U.S. leadership can continue to go to the bank in conjunction with the deals that they made with world criminal and terrorist elitists. Hiding behind, they hide behind it, calling it globalism. This is why they must keep us divided here at home in the United States. That's the only way they're going to hold on to their power. I used to think it was a Democratic Party problem. No, it's a political elitist problem. The problem both has to do with both Democrats and Republicans. But I will say the Democratic Party does have the Republican Party by the cojones. D.C. is pretty much owned by Democrats. Republicans just rent D.C. But how and why did all this come to pass, folks? Well, we the people are to blame for voting blindly for decades for either D or R. Thinking, well, they're a good person. They're just. I want to vote for this person. They're good. I think they're a good person. They're just trying to do what's best for us. Nope. They're trying to do what's best for them and their power and how to go about keeping it forever. My comment, I also wanted to address a comment I made in a video short about my mom and Yasser Arafat. Back in the day, he was the guy who was in power in Palestine in the early 1990s. And I was in the school I went to. It was a channel, what they would call it a Channel 1 school. And what it was a little news thing, like 7 minutes. basically keeping students up to date on the world events. Anyways, it was called Channel 1, and the school I went to had this thing. It was basically first thing in the morning, if you got there early enough, it was like 7 minutes long. But I remember watching that in school and seeing Bill Clinton at the time shaking hands with Yasser Arafat, and me basically still having a childlike mind or thinking about it. And I would think, oh, so this is this guy here with the funny hat. He's the one that we need to make a deal with to make world peace. Obviously, I was thinking about it on a more grander scale. But I remember talking about it with my mom, and my mom saying, oh, no, I don't trust that Yasser Arafat at all. My thoughts were more hopeful, but obviously juvenile. But that brings us to today. Why Joey's going over there now to Israel? Why he's going over there? He's going over there to tell her, don't take Hamas out and his organization. Don't take Hamas and his organization out totally. We got to find a diplomatic solution. The reason he's going over there is to end the world attention over there by we the people quietly as possible, so they can go back to business as usual, promoting globalist BS, so they can hold on to their power and money. That's all it is. The political elitists want to get we the people's attention in the right place as soon as possible and as quietly as possible, so that they can go back to doing what they've always done and hiding behind the word globalism, a globalist utopia. Yeah, sure. And the pessimistic in me, they'll get what they want. They will. Most we the people have the attention span of a flea, and the ones that don't gotta work, 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 work. They don't have time to think. And the leaders, they made it that way. They made it that way. You can't be a one-income family anymore so that a mom and dad can raise the kids right. Oh, we just let the government raise them. That might be why they years ago when W was president, why they were trying to push for we're going to overhaul Social Security. Remember that? W, we're going to overhaul Social Security. George Carlin had some stuff to say about that too. And I remember an aunt of mine, a now deceased aunt of mine on my dad's side. I remember bringing this up to her, and her reaction was, well, people just won't work then if they don't get their Social Security. But Big Brother took care of that too, didn't they? That a little thing called welfare. They want they want all of us. No. Then the opioid crisis came. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, and that when they're trying to overhaul Social Security, when that didn't work, and they were trying to push that. We'll just then they had Pfizer come in and help them out to create an opioid crisis. Let's turn all citizens into addicts. Okay, Pfizer, how do we make the populace all addicts so they die sooner than later? And then we don't have to pay them their Social Security. Yeah, Big Brother wants us all addicts reliant on welfare. That's what the Democratic Party wants. I am convinced of that. At the very least, that is what the Democratic Party wants. Us all addicts completely reliant on welfare. And you can laugh all you want. You can laugh at me all you want. Call me a conspirator or whatever. But I have a pretty good memory, and when I remember all the things that happened in history of the world since I've been alive, when you add it all up, what the hell? What would you have me believe, huh? What would you have me believe? My male feminist moron father, he made a comment recently. I don't know if it was on video or not. I don't think so. But the way this government's going, they want us all dead. That's one thing I think he might be right about. Yep. I wonder if that's what the government wants. The government wants us all dead. But as far as asking people watching this video, what would they have me believe? I'm pulling your leg now because I'm not interested in what you or anyone would have me think or believe. I'm an individual with my own outlook and opinion of the world around me. I don't suffer from hive mind like a lot of liberals do. Gotta think like everybody else, especially females, because they have to. Females have to follow the herd. They can't go it alone. They will die. That's why females suffer from hive mind. I also wanted to address, because I'm still haven't gotten an answer from YouTube, specific, all I said was hate speech. I wanted a more specific answer to why they took that video of mine down. My father made several anti-Jewish sentiments, expressed quite a few of them in the video. That's probably why. I thought it was because he said the N-word too many times, but no, because that actually is a shorter video that I called part 2 of that video, and that's still up. Or I thought maybe it was because of my reference to my father as a child abuser, and when I turned to Annie the dog, and I was like, like I was as a child to him. Annie, are you his scapegoat? scapegoat for his kicks and punches as I was as a child. You can't see it now because they took the video down. But my father's immediate reaction to that was, "Get out of here with that," which is the exact response of somebody who cannot acknowledge themselves in any negative light. A lot of narcissist females in this world, and that's thanks to modern feminism. They simply cannot function mentally if they are forced to see themselves in a negative light. I also wanted to address another video short I made in regards to, I made the comment that I part of me wishes that the war would come to here, to come home to America. And there's a reason why that. I wanted to elaborate a little more here in this video about that. I look at these New York City college kids. They're protesting. They're pro-Hamas. They're actually for this Hamas guy and anti-Israel. That's what makes me wish that, That's what makes me wish the fight would come here to American soil. Because these pansies won't last a second in combat. They'll be like, "What's going on? My mommy and daddy always said I was special. They always said the world would always cater to me and my ideology of what justice is." These college kids would not be able to function. Especially the women. That's why I said women have to follow the herd. If there was an all-out war, in the aftermath of that war, the women would just go along with whoever won the war. That's just the way it is. That might be why I might have hit on some interesting thing in a female psyche, but maybe that's why females struggle a little more with morale than males. Probably that hive mind thing. Gotta go along with the herd. Gotta do what the herd says. Can't go it alone, so I gotta do what the herd says. I think that might be a window in the female psyche, and why, statistically speaking, more females suffer with morale than males. All right, it's not all bloom and gloom. I'll make the effort to end a little bit on a high note here, with hope for Jim Jordan becoming Speaker of the House. It seems like patriots within the government even are stepping up, despite the rhino Republicans who are holding out and making it. Keep voting until we get Jim Jordan. Just keep voting. That's what I say. But not all D.C. members are like Nancy and Chuck. I mean, yes, they have money. They have more money than you and me. But, like us, their living expenses dictate their spending habits. And let's face it, with the Democratic Party and Democratic Party policies dictating and running and owning D.C., along with woke, leftist, liberal extremists, I'm sure life is not fun for these people. Not fun at all. D.C. is owned by the Democratic Party. Republicans just rent. I stated that fact in that video they took down too. I didn't go into detail like I did just now. But yeah, I stated that fact in that. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Nah, I think odds are it was because of my father's constant anti-Jewish sentiments. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see if this video gets taken down. Yep, but the Democratic Party owns D.C. The Republicans just rent. And it's been that way for a long time. That's why we have these Republicans kowtowing to the Democrats. They got to make if they want to make it there, they got to appease the Democrats. They got to appease the Democrats. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And that's what's going on with the Democratic Party. Mike Perlak, thank you for your time.